Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by The Last. Archie Sharp joins me today. How are you, mate?
I'm very well. I'm very well, thank you.
Good, mate. Good. Like I said to you before, I'm not going to keep you for too long. It's a Sunday. I know you want to do things with your family, but we got to talk about last night. We'll just jump straight in. Joe Cordina's win and kind of how it affects you with Shakur and whatnot. But just first off, your thoughts on a massive night for Joe Cordina and a sensational way to win a world title.
Oh, 100%. Do you know what? It couldn't have happened to a nicer kid as well. Joe Cordina's good stuff. We've shared a few rounds in the rings in the past, so it's nice to see him go and achieve his world title. So and like you say, in amazing fashion as well. It was a great shot. So fair play to Joe.
How did you expect Joe to approach that fight? Because we was all thinking, look, Galva's got this sort of a good knockout ratio. You could see in his last fight when he launches the right hand, it can do damage. And I think we expected Joe to just try and jab and move, really.
Yeah, I thought that myself, to be honest with you. I thought that Miguel was going to be strong, and it's interesting to see how he dealt with his power. But like you said, the first round he seemed to be doing well, and the fight didn't really get going, did it? Cordina kind of nipped it in the bud straight away, threw that great feint to the body and over top right hand was and just finished it. So I was shocked how quickly Joe Cordina finished the fight, but look, fair play to him. It just goes to show about timing. He's got very good timing, Cordina, and that paid off.
From your round sparring him, could you feel that he's got power? Because he's not a notoriously big puncher.
Yeah, he's a strong kid, but the thing is, what people seem to get wrong is I think it's all about the power, but it's not. It's all about timing, speed. It all plays a part. So if you catch someone at the right time, accuracy, they can go asleep no matter what. Look at me in Deco. It was all about the timing, and as I landed a shot, it was a good night. And that's the same with what happened last night, really. It was the perfect timing and landed a shot.
Yeah. Let's jump into the man who, well, yacht is still in his mouth, which I suppose from your perspective is a good thing. After last night, it would have been easy for him to just brush your side completely, but you're still in his mouth. So from your perspective, watching that, obviously you're a fighter, you're getting a little buzz from seeing it, and then your name's called as well. Last night must have been a bit exciting, even though you was on the sofa.
Yeah, 100%. Well, do you know what? I didn't see it till this morning. So I see his tweet this morning having something to say, and he's just a fucking idiot, isn't he? Let's be honest with you. Like you say, he could have brushed me under the carpet, but there's obviously something there for him to want to mention me. So he's an idiot, mate. Honestly, whether he goes up to lightweight, I don't know. We'll see. But a shitbag was what he come out with. When he's the fool, he's supposed to be going up a weight. So I don't know where he gets that from. Because if anything, I'm the one who's chasing the fight. So far from shitbag, but we'll see what he has to say. Because my eyes are still on him. He's still got the WBO. So I'm still trying to chase that down and put him in the corner. So he's got to have the fight. But yeah, I did see that he reached out to Cordina as well. So we'll just have to see.
I mean, he made it quite clear that he was willing to come here. You've made it clear in the past, if we could get him here, yes. If you had to, you'd go over there. Has he made it quite clear, though, that, look, he wanted a belt involved in the fight, something for him to gain for that to happen? He wants to come over, really, because he knows Joe's got something.
Look, business-wise, it makes sense. I understand. I'm not an idiot. Do you know what I mean? I understand that there's a belt there for him to come over for, so it makes sense for him 100%. I just got to keep doing what I'm doing, and that is chasing greatness. I want to be the best, and to do that, I've got to fight the best, and they've got the belt, so that it's not personal. Well, not yet anyway with me and Shakur. It's not personal, but
isn't it?
We'll see how he keeps going. Do you know what I mean? Because I ain't one for all this social media keyboard warrior shit. I'm very low key, under the radar, but we'll see if he's got the same energy when we come face to face. See how his energy changes then. But look, the main thing is for me, I just got to stay on the path. I've got a good team behind me. Just got to get active. That's my main thing at the minute, is get back fighting. I need to fight ASAP. And then yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, Cordina, like I say, he's got his IBF. He's gonna want to chill out, enjoy that. So fair play. But yeah, he's now on that radar as well, I suppose. He's got a belt. And obviously Shakur's got him. So yeah, they're both on my radar now. Man, I've been sitting at number one since October. So I don't really know what else more I can do. I've been sitting at number one since October. I suppose just keep winning, just keep just keep winning, and hopefully the WBO order it. So I can do. There's not really, it's out of my hands now. Like, all I can do is, I'm 21. I know everyone who's been put in front of me, I've boxed, I've beat. So I'm doing all the right things. It's just a matter of waiting for my chance now to just be able to showcase my ability. At the minute, I haven't been able to do that because the opponents, like I say, it's been out of my hands. It's what my manager and my team have been putting in front of me. But I know I'm one of the great fighters out there at the weight for sure. And for me to do that, I need to fight these fighters. So hopefully the WBO can order that as soon as possible.
Is there frustration in the sense that, yes, you want to fight Shakur, but like you said, you've had people put in front of you that you've beaten and we can see you're better than. There'll be people out there going, well, we don't know how good Archie is. So, but you can't prove it until you get someone like that. Do you know what I mean? That's the frustration.
Look at Cambosa, Lopez. Like, everyone can write everyone off, but I've been dedicated to the sport since the age of 7. I've boxed some unbelievable kids over the years. Do you know what I mean? Like GB, I've had probably about 30 odd fights for GB. I boxed some good kids, some Olympians. So it's not like I'm new to it all. Like, the ability's always been there. It's just a matter of showcasing it. Like, and there was parts from going through the amateurs where I took my eye off the ball and I was still winning. Like, as them as a pro, I've got family. Like, it's hard to stay dedicated all the time. But now I'm a stone throw away from the world title, mate. Everything's been put into it. And I'm just sitting there just waiting for my shot. I'm in the gym all the time. I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready. And it'll be just a matter of fact of showcasing my skills and in front of people. People write me off left, right, and centre. They do it all the time. I see the little silly little tweets and the little posts that go out there. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm capable of doing, and I believe I'm the best. And for me to do that, it's just to get these fights.
Just quickly, can we talk about Zelfa Barrett? Obviously fought on the undercard, and I think, was it kind of this time last year you were mandated by the board for the British? Obviously your eyes, both of you, are on bigger things, but promotionally, Joe and Zelfa kind of works. And there was a time even before last year where you and Zelfa worked. Is it kind of frustrating now that it hasn't happened? Because yes, he's been presented with better chances over the last year, Zelfa. But if you had fought and you had beaten Zelfa, let's say, I don't know, that could have been you in talks for a world title, etc.
Now, do you know what? I just stay on my own lane. Zelfa boxed well last night. It's a fair play to him. I know it was the anniversary of his mum, so I'm glad to see him get the win. But that meant a lot to him and Pat. So fair play. And do you know what it is? I just stand on my own path and I just keep doing it. I've got to trust the process. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm a big believer of things happen for a reason. So these fights will come. These fights will happen. All the time he's winning. All the time I'm winning. All the time, like I say, Joe's got the belt now. So, I mean, like I say, nothing personal in the past with me and Joe. Like, he's always been good stuff. We've shared the ring many times, like I said. So, but now he's in a position where he's going to be on my radar, just like Shakur is, because they've got the belts. Once you start winning these world titles and big belts, you start getting a radar. Me having a WBO Global was put a radar on my back, as a target on my back as well. So I'm on people's radar. So that's just how the boxing world goes. And it's good and it's exciting, and I'm just glad that there's a few fighters out there being spoken a lot more than myself, but like I say, I just trust the time and trust the process, and my big fights will come on the way. And like I say, I've got a great team behind me, so it's just a matter of fact of when things get put into place.
If Shakur was to fight Joe in the next 6 months or a year, if it does happen, like you said, Shakur could move up, whatever. But if it is to happen in the next 6 or so months, how do you see that fight playing out? Seriously good levels fight.
Great levels of fighting. Like, I don't know, it's an hard one. I think it's a 50-50 fight. Like, everyone's blowing so much smoke up Shakur Stevenson' arse at the minute. Because, yeah, he's been doing well. He's got a good boxing IQ, but so are other fighters. So has Cordina, so has myself. Like, we've all got good boxing IQs. And I say Oscar Valdez on his last performance was useless. Like, that's a fight I'd be interested in myself with Oscar Valdez. Do you know what I mean? How can you do a peekaboo with someone with a boxing IQ like that? Like, it's a joke. So I think, me personally, I think Oscar Valdez played to his game plan and made Shakur look better on the night. So yeah, everyone's blowing a lot of smoke up his ass that he's the next best thing, but he hasn't come across anyone. Everyone just played to his game plan. So let's see how he copes when it don't go his own way. And he has got to start changing things as well. in the fight. So yeah, I reckon it's a good 50-50 fight and interesting.
Well, we'd love to see Shakur over here. I do just want to see him on our shores, whether it's against yourself or Joe, because I know something involving him over here would be big against one of us Brits.
100%. I just want to see him in front of me. I want to see him in front of me with his fucking keyboard shit, man. I want to see him in front of me and have a little chat.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.